Hello students. So I am Professor BSUK working in SVI teaching solely, and I am teaching subject engineering mechanics. Okay. So today we are going to solve one numerical on concurrent force system. So statement of numerical is like this: a gusset plate of roof truss is subjected to 5 forces as shown in the figure. Determine the magnitude and direction of resultant force. So as shown in the figure, this diagram is given. See, it's a gusset plate, and this gusset plate is subjected to total 5 forces: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And magnitude and direction of all 5 forces are clear cut given. So first of all, we have to draw simple diagram, or we have to consider this gusset plate as a particle or one single plate. So first of all, convert this diagram in simple diagram for our convenience. So this point represents gusset plate, and this point is subjected to 5 forces like this: 240 Newton vertical, it's a purely y direction force or vertical force; 180 Newton making an angle of 45 degree. This horizontal force or x-axis force 180 Newton. This is 200 Newton force. It's also in x-axis but negative x-axis. And this last force 160 Newton. It also makes an angle of 45 with x-axis. Okay. So first step, say force is a vector quantity. Force is a vector quantity, means not only magnitude but also direction are important. So for this, first of all, resolve all forces in x and y axis, or in other words, take components or find out components of all forces in x and y axis. So here this force is purely in x axis, so no need to resolve it. Now come to this force. This 160 Newton force is not perfectly in y direction or in x direction. So first of all we must resolve this force. We must resolve this force in x and y axis. So for that, so this is x component of this 160 Newton force, and it is given by this 160 cos of 45 degree, and this is y component of this 160 Newton force. It is 160 sin 45 degree. Similarly, we can now this 240 Newton force, it is perfectly y direction, no need to resolve, but we need to resolve this force also, because this force is not perfectly x direction and not perfectly y direction. This force makes an angle of 45 degree with x axis. So its x component will be like this: 180 cos of 45 degree, and y component we can take for our convenience here. Y component of this force 180 sin of 45 degree. So in this way, we resolve these two inclined forces. Okay. Now, to find out the formula, to find out resultant is like this. R means resultant. R is equal to under root of summation of fx square plus summation of f whole square. Here, summation of fx means what? Algebraic sum of all forces in x direction. Summation of fy means what? Means what? Algebraic summation of all forces in y direction. So first of all, we will calculate algebraic summation of all forces in x direction like this. So we have here how many forces we have in x direction total? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 forces we have in x direction. So algebraic summation. So this is minus x. This direction is assumed minus x. This is plus x. So minus 200 minus 160 cos of 45 plus 180 cos 45 degree plus 180 this 180. So if we put this in calculator, then we will get so before putting into calculator this expression, calculator must be in degree mode. So minus 200 minus 160 cos of 45 plus 180 cos of 45 plus 180, it comes minus 5.85 or 86 Newton. Now, after this summation of fx, we go to algebraic summation of y direction forces. Algebraic, this summation of fy is algebraic summation of all forces in y direction. So this is upward y direction force. So it is plus 160 sine of 45 degree plus 240 plus 180. We have only 3 forces in y direction. So therefore calculator 160 sine 45 plus 240 plus 180, it comes 530 this sine 45. I forget to write this sine 45. So after putting this into calculator, 160 sine of 45 plus 240 plus 180 sine of 45, it comes 480 480.41. 480.4 Newton. It comes positive. It comes positive and it comes, the summation of the effects comes negative. Now, resultant. So, formula for resultant is this: under root of summation of f x square plus summation of f y square. Put values here in this expression. R is equal to under root 5.86 square plus 480.42 square. Solve it. So after solving, under root bracket 5.86 square plus 480.42 square bracket complete is equal to 480. So resultant comes 480.40. So this is magnitude. Resultant magnitude of resultant force is 480.45 Newton. And direction, this is magnitude. And direction, that is angle made by this resultant vector with respect to x-axis, is given by like this. Let us theta be the angle made by this resultant with respect to x-axis. So theta is tan inverse of summation of fy over summation of fx. So theta is equal to tan inverse sorry 480.42 divided by 5.86. So theta is equal to, I already told you that our calculator must be in degree mode. Tan inverse 480.42 divided by 5.86 bracket complete 89. So theta comes 89.30 degree. So this is direction. Made by resultant with respect to x-axis. Direction with respect to x-axis. Now, here we can, finding out resultant means what? We can replace these 5 forces by single force, and that single force is called resultant force. So this resultant force can be shown in this xy plane like this resultant. See here, some fx is negative and summation of fy is positive. It means so resultant vector will come in second product. So R is equal to 480.45. And this direction with respect to x-axis in in clockwise direction 89.30. So in this way we have calculated resultant of this concurrent force system. So this resultant can be shown here like this. R is equal to 480.45 degree, and this angle is 89.30. So this 5 forces can be replaced by this single force. So this is the resultant of this concurrent force system. So in this way we solve this numerical completely. Thank you.